Africa TV, Free Cup Studio, live. 2021 GSL SuperTournament, Season 3.
Welcome back. We are going into our final match of the night. A couple of really close ones, and then a completely one-sided match with Ro.16 and Keen. Now we go to Dark versus Creator, which I fear might be one-sided as well.
Yeah, Dark is not only is he one of the best Zergs in the world, but he has some of the best ZVP in the world. He's absolutely terrifying. And for Creator, I mean, it's kind of been a rough go of things as of late. It's been a frustrating year for him. I mean, we've seen him, when he is on his game, perform very well. But as you said before, he's an emotional player. And if Dark gets one or two kind of cheeky wins early in the series, it could snowball.
Totally. It's something that's worrisome. Like, if he can play his best StarCraft, Creator's best StarCraft is really good. He can kind of beat anybody with his very best, but it feels like he just kind of falls apart as things go wrong. Yeah. So I'm hoping that he can fix that. Like, he's still qualifying for stuff. He's still, we see he made all 3 Code A's. Didn't make it into Code S, unfortunately.
Right.
That new format and everything. It's more difficult now to get into Code S, but let's see what he has here. I mean, he had plenty of prep time. Maybe he has some special stuff for Dark.
I hope so, man. Here we go, the maps.
Clear
here for the final map. Oh yeah, we're actually gonna see it. Nice. There we go. All right.
I don't know. Is he gonna
1-0?
Yeah, is he gonna 1-0 him?
I was excited about having a set 5 for the last one, but here we go. We're gonna go on Altaris, then Glittering Ashes, seeing that for the first time in this tournament. Then Berlingrad, 2000 Atmospheres and Hardwire, Curious Minds and Blackburn the Veto. Honestly, not surprised that Creator vetoed Curious Minds after seeing RagnaroK just roll trap with that timing. And interested to see what Creator has in store.
All right, let's do it. Let's get into game number 1 and see if Creator is on today. Let's go.
I'm ready.
The story's been told. Let's go.
Game start.
Tasteless level outro there.
Dragon Phoenix Gaming, Dark. Team NV, Creator.
I'm noticing all of the cute little critters, they spawn behind the mineral lines on these GSL maps.
Yeah.
Is that in the meta now?
That's cool. I like it. It's having them kind of watch you there. And don't forget, we saw that drone kind of get blocked, right?
Yeah. Little bit of defender's advantage.
Yeah.
Against the worker harass. And oh my goodness, there we go.
All right. This is what I want to see.
I was getting ready to fill time, but
dude, this is so funny because he automatically made his hatchery at the 3rd base, which is, that's going to make this a little bit harder.
Yeah. Go Nexus. He cancels it. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's really a neat. That's very neat. Okay, so you get down there and you scout that your opponent actually just automatically made his hatchery at the 3rd base.
And it's not going to work.
Cannon Rush will never work in this situation. It becomes very difficult to pull off, and he cancels it and goes Nexus first. I think this was very smart.
Yeah, Nexus first is something that you don't see all that often.
No,
in
like
PvZ.
never, basically.
That's a pretty good economic edge you're going to get.
Yeah, and just canceling a forge, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, that's. I'm not going to try to do the math. I don't know how many minerals that is, but it's less than a probe.
It's 37 or 38 minerals.
Wow. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I played this game professionally for like 6 years and don't know that.
Well, that's actually fine, though, because this is a funny thing. Like, people are like, oh, how many hits does it take to have a stalker kill a medevac? I'm like, I don't know, but my hands will click it correctly.
Yeah.
Like, I have no idea.
That's one of those things that I also have no idea, but I feel like I can eyeball stalkers and know if it's gonna work or not.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Plus or minus 1, I can know. It's one of those things. But yeah, I'm liking this. I'm liking this for Creator. I'm liking that we're seeing a little bit of flavor in his play early, you know?
Yeah. No, I quite appreciate that as well. Like, it's important to mix things like cannon rushes in.
Right.
It does, and the thing is, he doesn't even do the cannon rush this time, and Dark isn't going to know.
Yeah, it's still in his back pocket.
Yeah,
he can do that any other game in this series.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is cool. I'm already enjoying this because of that.
Yeah. Stargate right there in the front. Of course, can't really afford that second gateway when you go in Nexus that fast. So just blocking them off, and Stargate, I mean, that's never really a hidden tech in this matchup.
No, and it doesn't matter. Just put it out there.
Yep.
Get out what you need right away.
Man, I'm still thinking about that opening that Creator did there with a Forge and then going into the fast Nexus, because, I mean, like, typically in PvZ, you want to send your Provo at the start of the map anyway to get the hatch block off. Yeah. Like, it's just the minerals that you lose, scouting that much earlier, it's worth it because that's how much you delay the Zerg economy by.
It's
so,
become like, almost just standard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've seen it, I think, every single PvZ so far today.
Yeah, pretty
much. And so for him to be able to do that with a Forge and then have the option of either cannon rushing natural hatch or going into Nexus first, like that seems really solid.
And honestly, like, he can do things. Dark is actually known to 12 pool more than anybody.
Fast Forge with an instant scout against a 12 pool? That's incredible.
There's a big range there.
Yeah.
And I think that's good prep and like good decision making. It excites me. I want Creator to be really good again.
Yeah.
You know? I was loving the way he used to play back in the days when he was one of the top.
Yeah. I mean, even like recently, I feel like when Creator plays, it's very reminiscent of the way that he used to play when he was at the top of his level.
Yeah.
And the way that he plays, at least for me, what stands out is his control is almost Harding-esque. Like the way that he specifically maneuvers like his Templar in like mid and late game.
Oh, okay.
It's very good. It's one of the things that when I was also on Prime and practicing with him always impressed me when I would see him play like PBT scrims.
Yeah. Oh, that's really interesting.
Very like kind of like the classic old school Protoss of like having Templar all over the map and just storming everything.
Good fundamentals.
Yeah. I really enjoy it. Actually going to see 2 Void Ray. He's going Sky Toss.
Yeah, he is.
Air weapons as well.
And it's actually melee attack and a Baneling Nest coming up here for Dark. I mean, I don't mind that, but I don't know that he's actually getting anything done. Like, you remember this used to be like the hard counter to 2 Stargate Phoenix builds. I don't think it's going to operate the same with shield batteries and Void Rays, though, right?
Yeah, but I feel like against these Stargate compositions, I mean, if you're able to get some kind of damage done with the Zerglings anywhere, it's going to be very impactful. And getting +1 on the lanes, like, you're always going to have space in your economy for a bunch of Zerglings if you're playing against Sky Toss, especially taking the gold base. So I really like that out of Dark. I mean, like, +1, like you said it yourself, it's the best single upgrade in the game in terms of like damage output. It's like 20%, I think you said.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, from 5 damage to 6, that's gigantic.
It's pretty good. He's going to go ahead and scout that 3rd base. In the meantime, oh wait.
Oh, this is another move too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder if he's going to get +2 weapons and go for the 1-shot on probes. And oh my God, actually every single queen's coming across the map.
This is wild. Mass queens coming in. The Ling Bane just runs through and really doesn't do much, but the queens are going to get here so quickly.
Didn't it force an overcharge on the battery? Was there none?
No,
I don't remember.
I don't think he overcharged, but he doesn't even have a battery.
Yeah, maybe I'm incorrect, but anyway, here we go. The queens are moving in. Yeah, 4 Void Rays do not fare well against this many queens. Like, with transfuses, this 3rd base is dead.
He has to give it up.
Yeah.
Like, you have to give that up, defend your natural, and hope that you can come back.
Yeah, like he has 3 base saturation in terms of probes. He doesn't really need to build probes anymore, so he has that going for him. And actually getting Flux Veins and the 3rd Stargate, so he's just going to full commit. He's going to survive. And
look at this call right here. Is he cutting off reinforcements?
Yeah, I think he was trying to, but that's just so much at the front that he has to come back.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I was going to say, all the queens are here. We know where the queens are. Maybe a counterattack is a play.
That would have been amazing. Yeah. I want to see the production tab. Did he cancel Flux Veins, or is it done?
He has to be getting it. He's still making voids. Yeah,
they're so fast now. Yeah. This counterattack has the potential to be huge.
Yeah, I mean he'll get at least a hatchery, right?
Yeah,
like
these
the
are
queens are
+1.
not bad.
These are +1 voids. Like they're gonna melt buildings. There's 2 queens here. The rest are coming back, but like he might even go to the main base and snipe the main hatchery.
Oh my god!
And they are never gonna get past that Stalker and Sentry. Not with 2 batteries right there. Actually going for the 3rd. He might be able to snipe almost every single hatchery with us.
That would be insanity if he's able to do it.
All
the Lynx actually ran away up there.
Yeah, I feel like
just barely can't break it.
The energy is just so high on those queens. I feel like it was a mistake not to go for the main hatchery. I mean, the time it would have taken those queens to walk all the way around to the natural in the main base, I feel like you might have been able to get the lair.
I think you might be right. I think you might be.
Yeah, but still, I mean, these voids are going to be able to get drones.
Yeah, he's not done. Look at this. He can get overlords maybe. He's going after the hatchery again. That's like kind of the harder thing to snipe.
Yeah, but low transfuse, losing the voids. You really don't want to lose voids.
All right, Ling's coming in to try to cancel off this 3rd base. They should be able to force a cancel.
It might be a little bit close, but oh yeah, these are +1 Lings. Never mind. Never mind.
He has to sack a bunch, like
Yeah.
more than the mineral cost, but like just delaying that right now I think is worth. +1
Right.
carapace is coming. Look at this. He's going. Oh, dude, this game is crazy. He's going into pathogen glands. This is not something you normally see at 9 minutes.
Yeah, this is
not
pretty
anymore.
nuts. In the meantime, Creator, he's going to be going into, I think he's going to be going into Claw side to deal with the Lynx. I guess he recognizes that probably Dark is going to continue to commit to Zerglings with all of his Ling upgrades.
Yeah, maybe.
I really like this micro too. Not only is it clean, but it has the potential to force out more transfuses, and these voids, later in the game, they can be sniping hatcheries. That's a lot of voids. You can trade 1 or 2 voids.
If you're
for
out
a
of
hatchery.
position at all, you're in trouble. I think this is why he went for the infestors anyways, right? Like he needs to lock them down and actually kill them because he can't catch them. Like he occasionally is getting one when there's an overcommittal, but look, they just fly away.
Are there any infestors in the production line yet?
Yeah, he's about to have 7 pop out.
Oh, that might be game
And they
ending.
have pathogen glands, so it's like they're gonna have they're gonna just insta-bungle.
Yeah, you gotta get out of there. I hope he sees the infestors before.
Yeah, me too. I like how we're both rooting for Creator.
Well, the thing is, I don't like. I'm not even. I want this game to continue. I mean, it's already so interesting, right? Like it would be.
Creator's on 4 base.
It would be a shame to have this bungled by a fungal on the voids and everything dies.
He might be able to just insta-recall and minimize the damage that way.
With this many queens, though, and I think they have range attack coming too.
Okay, he's gonna see him. He can
recall.
Insta-recall. Come on. Why is he
Does he have
recall?
no energy?
Is he
your
that
macro
good at
too
transfusion?
good?
He has 4 nexuses and he doesn't have any energy for a recall? What a baller. Dude, I'd have so many recalls right now. You kidding me? Oh, dude. I wouldn't lose my void race there.
It'd be like having a Warcraft 3 hero with like 6 town border rolls. Just like keep teleporting across the map. Oh, that sucks losing those 3 or 4 voids. But as it is, I mean, this game is still kind of equalizing, which is insane considering the push to happen at the 3rd.
Yeah. By the way, it's super weird having creep over those yellow windows. And
yeah. No
you
visual
can't see
effect.
the creep. What? Creep is invisible now? That's dangerous.
Yeah, graphically, we need to have something going on there. And I guess you'll see this from out. Like, you can intuit it pretty well, but...
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
he's going into Disruptor.
Yeah, he has some Disruptors, which I think is a good play against the, like... You gotta pop the Neurals immediately, right? Like, you can't...
The fear for me... I thought it was going to be Colossi because I thought he was going to be afraid of the Lings, but I guess for him it's more about the Queens. But then the issue becomes Vipers, and I feel like he needs Templar to deal with this. And we see he's in the Twilight Council now, but Templar with feedback are like a minute and a half off, and Dark is almost maxed. That's true.
And now Dark plays against Skytoss different than most players. He really likes Queen Ultra.
Okay.
And we see him going into that. I mean, he's already got great upgrades for Melee and Carapace, so that's kind of nice. You know, obviously with the Chitinous Plating and everything, they can do pretty well. And he loves to, like, run around and kill bases and stuff. But right now, this is a very solid 4-base defensive, like, stance that we see, right?
Yeah, he's about
I don't think he's, like, Creator's not in any danger right now.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, he's almost max. He's about to have, I think, +3 air weapons.
That's crazy.
If I'm not mistaken, with a lot of carriers coming out. And, I mean, Carapace is pretty much matching it. I think Dark probably realized where this game was going, and God, Voids are so fast now.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You're like mutilus. Oh, that's a good connection. Oh, is he gonna get another one? That's not bad.
That's good, man. Like he's Creator's putting out a nice game here. He really is.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this. If this is the Creator that we see tonight, this is a series. You know?
Yeah, if he keeps this up, totally. Look, like these Banes meant to come in here and clear a bunch of the defensive structures so that the Ultras would have an easier time rampaging through, but it's not so easy, is it?
And that was like, I want to say 20 Banes. That's a lot of gas that's going down. I mean, Dark's gas bank is not that high, and you kind of need to re-max on gas units if you go into a big trade with a, you know, end-game Protoss army like this one.
They're both maxed right now.
Yeah.
The banks are starting to build. It's nothing like watching High Templars trying to attack these links coming up.
Yeah.
But, okay, well, he loses the Immortal, but he keeps the Archon. Lots and lots and lots of Ultras are being made. If he can get eyes on... Oh, God, he's going to fly right into... Oh, no, the Infestors used to be there. They aren't anymore, though.
Oh, I think they're coming.
Okay,
yeah, spot them with the Lings.
Yeah, you got to turn those around now.
Yep.
Anytime they get spotted, you have to move them. Yeah, see that?
I wouldn't mind like an Oracle or something with this army. Like just
Absolutely.
one Oracle on the map.
Totally.
Keep it like in dead airspace near like future potential expansions, and then you can revelate it, and you know if you can go in there with the...
Absolutely. Or yeah, I guess he has an
Voids are
Observer
not.
here. Maybe you can get Observer Speed, kind of lead with it a little bit, check that out. But yeah, I think part of late game Sky Toss should definitely be 1 to 2 Oracles as well. I think you're really doing yourself a disservice without the Revelations.
The issue is, though, in a lot of late game Protoss armies, is you have so many units with casted abilities that it becomes kind of problematic to get full use out of all of them.
Oh, for
you know,
sure,
it's
super hard. That's why you got to build more shield batteries and cannons and just sit there.
that is the more Protoss way of going about things. But I really like this unit composition now from Creator. Only 2 Templar, though, but, I mean, against 2 Vipers, I guess it doesn't matter too much.
Yeah, he's very carrier-heavy at 10. He's got 10 Voids still.
I think he needs an Oracle.
I would like to see the Oracle.
I mean, like, for the Vipers as well, like, being able to counter of Ducks is such a critical part of this late-game micro.
Yeah. I think that... Well, with the amount of Ultras we have here, everything underneath the carriers is going to be cleaned in like a half second.
Yeah.
Like, he's barely going to have time to react to anything here. So I think what we're going to see is the Ultras lead and die clearing everything, and then all the spells are going to come out. That's going to be really difficult to deal with.
Yeah. Creator's trying to keep the Templar back. Oh, he actually got the feedback off, so the Ultras did not stop that from happening.
Yeah. Put down the Shroud. Try to utilize this spell.
I mean, this is like the one situation where it's actually quite good.
Yeah, well, it's like what it's meant for.
Yeah.
You can't say it's... Well, you can say it's bad, but, like, you can't say it's completely useless right there.
There is some utility.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, we got the Oracle.
Yeah,
there we go. There we go.
Dude, this is not an easy game for Dark to win at all. Creator really has put out such
voids.
Nice game.
I want these voids to go across the map and do damage so bad
100%.
right now.
Dude, he really should.
It's scary though, because I mean, if the Ultras come back in, voids are the thing they're gonna mow them down the most, because Ultras have the highest base armor in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, like Creators, like they're all. They like spawn millions of flying Zerglings, you know? Like, it takes a lot of interceptor shots to kill an Ultra, especially one getting transfused. The Voids are really like the armored DPS there.
One Ultra runs up and forces the cancel. The creep spray going over where he wants his Nexus.
Yeah.
And honestly, when we get to points like this, I actually really like people who mix in some Tempests. They're very good at busting spores. If spores come in, they're very good at zoning out the other area units. That additional range is really nice. It's not costing you anything to attack, whereas you attack in with carriers there, like they'll do some damage, but you will lose interceptors. And actually, a lot of games like this, we do go to 0 minerals. You know?
Yeah, Tempests have had a lot of these. Hold that thought. These infestors might be really value.
He turns around though. The second he's spotted, he turns around. These are great moves.
Yeah, Creator is playing really well right now. In the meantime, it looks like Dark is going to try and get some more damage done. He really wants to keep denying this phase. This is not going up anytime soon. I mean, the creep here at the front door of Creator makes this so much more problematic because that Zerg army is able to move just so quickly. I think he's got to keep taking these high ground bases, but that is the last one. After that, he has to start working his way towards the middle or the edges, and those are a lot harder to hold. But, I mean, in this kind of late game situation, it does eventually become about the resources on the map because, like you said, we could go to a mined out scenario where there's only a couple of bases that are actually viable.
He is getting the Tempest upgrade, by the way. So he's definitely, like, obviously when you get this type of bank, you kind of want to get everything. Like, honestly, you should get Blink and maybe upgrade some attack upgrades just in case, you know, like stuff like that can happen. That's the right choice.
I love this Observer out of him, by the way. And wow, those Disruptors actually doing good damage. And yeah, look at how tanky these are against the Interceptors. It's like,
he only gets one of them. And it's 10 carriers with +3.
Yeah.
And he can only kill 1 Ultra when they sit there getting hit by Disruptors also.
No transfuses. Yeah. I mean, but now, and then like, this is like a perfect example. Like, look at this. 2 of them just died.
Yeah. Definitely a
I
better
love how, Dark is throwing those away for like the viewers' entertainment, educational experience.
He's bored, guys. He needs something to happen here.
Yeah.
Oh, nice pick.
Yeah. He's just gonna remake it. But I think Creator actually also has an Observer right there in the front, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think you're
Oversight
right about
has not been doing anything on that, and I mean, vision is so critical in these situations because one wrong move can spell disaster. I mean, it's so difficult to remax on these Skytoss armies. You kind of have to always take favorable trades. And I like it that he's focusing down at least one queen there. And did he not get one?
Oh, that's a lot of Banelings.
Yeah, this is like a planetary fortress going down almost. But this base is, I mean,
it's not the most impactful.
Yeah, there's like 1 gas with who knows how many resources left on it.
And like, yeah, well,
I guess there's 2, but
Dark has a lot of resources now, but like the amount that he just traded there, that's a lot of gas for the minerals that he killed. So it might be good, it might be bad. I think situations like that are really hard to judge.
It might be more resources spent than there are like left to mine in that base though, which is like the concerning thing.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, yeah.
At the same time though, I mean, this is kind of like, it accomplishes, it's almost like a soft container in a way. I mean, like, it's not a presence that's there anymore.
Yeah, just taking an area is good, because one thing I did want to mention here was that, oh god. One thing I wanted to mention is I feel like a good move for Dark here. You see that base at like 8 o'clock or so?
Yeah.
He should really put a hatchery there and super saturate and just pull as much out of it as he can, because that's technically a creator base.
Oh, that's smart.
But we're fighting over here. So taking that part of the map out, this is a scarier area. So we're definitely going to see creator focus at the top of the map, especially because he lost that base, but he was already kind of doing that. So I think Dark sucking up the close resources as best he can would be a very good move here.
I think Dark might move in after killing those Templar. He might be able to get some picks. Although I haven't seen Dark's army in a while. I don't really know what he's got.
Okay, he's making a few broods. Really mass corruptor. He does have +3 finishing, yeah. Now,
it's really tough to gauge these late game scenarios, you know?
If he can, like, it's obvious that the tech switch is coming, but Creator is maxed.
Right.
So I can't, like, say anything bad about what he's doing here, but this is exactly the situation where we're getting into Spore, Broodlord, Corruptor, where I think that Tempests become better than carriers. Like, if you are tagging with the Oracle just constantly and utilizing Tempests, I think that's really strong. Especially that upgrade, you, like, kill Spores so quickly. Oh my god.
Gets the Revelation off. I mean, that's kind of Oracle's one job. paying 300 resources just to see the Zerg army for a little bit.
You're like, oh yeah, it's right where I thought it was. Okay.
But I guess he does kind of want to identify the Remax, like exactly what the composition is, you know, and it does accomplish that task at least. And
yeah. And he's actually got the bigger bank right now.
Yeah, how many Tempests are out with this army? Are there any?
None
okay.
Yet.
None yet, just the upgrade.
We'll see if he gets them. Like, I mean, again,
this is
when you
what
have this
you really
money,
want
you
to.
make it anyways.
Yeah. Oh, missing the feedbacks there hurts.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's
ouch.
That's like.
He's refilling with Tempest though, so that gives me a lot of hope for his game.
What do you think about in these late game scenarios, Protoss player? I mean, he's about to finish researching +3 ground weapons. What do you think about like finishing off your Twilight upgrades like Charge and getting like 20 gateways or something?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think that's the right thing to do when you get these giant banks.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of games where it looks exactly like this, and you lose basically your whole Sky Army, and they have a lot of Corruptors. And if you just like put out 20 Blink Stalkers, you can do so much.
Yeah.
Like if you just insta-make them and go.
And at the same time, like it's so difficult to remax. It takes so long to produce, even with Chrono Boost, all these units, whereas like the Zerg with their macro mechanics, DT's not going to get too much done, but he does have Blink. He probably does have Charge after seeing DT Blink. I mean, probably is every upgrade in the game right now.
You can skip Glaives. You're never going to go Adepts here. I just can't even... I can't think of a situation where you would ever want that.
Getting Queens is kind of nice. I mean, like, they're cheap, but burning off the transfuses is...
Yeah.
There is value in that if they're not remade.
Yeah. I mean, if he's blinking away more quickly with the injured ones, I'm more happy about that. But,
yeah.
I mean, anything that you can do that is recurring value, it's not just about mining, it's about getting recurring value out of anything.
Right, yeah.
Because this type of game...
Oh.
That's...
Interesting to shift to the Spore after the Spire, but I mean, like, overseers are so fast, I guess it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
So he loses this one. We have a good amount of Tempest in here now.
Yeah. Still building DTs. I like this. He's not getting too much done with them yet. Oh, yeah. Finally, the Voids are going to get some damage done. And denying bases like this is really good.
All right, +1 armor on the way. I like it. Just slowly but surely getting those upgrades.
I do think you should be throwing down some gateways with that 8K mineral bank. I mean, gateways relative to like what they're capable of doing.
Yeah.
150 minerals each is nothing at this point.
And well, you want enough so that if you get into one of these situations where you do want gateway units, you have enough to do the damage because you can't wait an additional round.
Yeah.
Like you need a big round. Like if everything dies based on both sides, except there's a bunch of corruptors left, because that's normally what happens, right?
Right.
Seriously, 20 Blink Stalkers, you go across the map and you kill a lot. Like you are a real pain in Zerg's side.
Alternatively, I mean, depending on where the fight happens, you might even be able to warp in like a forward position at another base and intercept those corruptors and prevent them from becoming broods.
Absolutely, yes.
In the meantime, like you're building other units back at home, you're getting your carriers and your void account back up, maybe some Tempest, and then suddenly the Zerg has to spend a lot more money to deal with it.
Yeah.
We'll see if he goes that route. In the meantime, though, I mean, hell of a game one to start this series.
Yeah, it seriously is. And look, whoever ends up winning this, Creator has put out a great game. Like he has made a lot of very difficult decisions very, very well. He's macroed well, he's microed well. Strategically, I think he's pretty much on top of everything.
And Dark has fantastic late game. He's one of the best late game Zergs in the world. So
he really is. He is incredibly hard to kill.
Being able to go toe-to-toe with him like this, I mean, it's pretty good in terms of indicating where Creator is at in his form. I mean, this is a... Uh-oh, here we go. This is a big engagement right now. There's some big storms coming down.
Well, this is the bad moment here for Creator. This is not how he wanted this battle at all.
Yeah.
Like, he is getting absolutely wrecked.
That's a bummer. Having no Archons right there for the slash damage is very problematic. I mean, even the Voids, like the cherry on top right here for Dark, and he's going to start remaxing, but this is problematic. I mean, just getting caught once like that is devastating.
He makes a bunch of Zealots and starts attacking. Okay, I like moves like that, but look at this. Ultra Link. So obviously Ultraling is going to absolutely destroy a Gateway army at this point.
Yeah, but I mean, it's only a handful of Gateway units. It does look like his goal is going to be to re-max primarily on Stargate. Like,
yeah,
he's got
keep
a lot
him
of
busy
voids.
with this. And
Yeah. But, oh, is he going to try and get on top of the Stargate production? He is.
That's a smart move.
Yeah. Maybe identifying based on, like, the Zealot Warp in that the Gateway count is that low. He can't afford to do this. You can't warp in defensive Stalkers here. There's not enough.
Oh, man. This is such a good move.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually kind of forgot about this move for a moment, but like, yeah, you need to kind of head that off before it occurs. He's lost a lot now to that. Oh, even that Tempest goes down.
If he had
really efficient for Dark.
Yeah, if he had a number of more gateways, that move can't happen because he can actually afford to warp in the Stalkers, but
yeah,
doesn't pan out here. Man. Dark really taking one decisive fight all the way to the win, I think.
Yeah, it looks that way. I mean, Creator's out of position for a second. Dark jumps on him. Dark doesn't have a lot.
Yeah, that's
There's still chances
creators
here for Creator. There's still chances.
The scary thing right now is the bank.
Yeah, Creator is pretty low on gas, which is kind of scary.
At the same time, though, Dark, I mean, he only does have 2 mining bases. In terms of income, he's getting more than doubled right now. 18 workers, actually, for Dark. So, I mean, he can rebuild those eventually with all of his hatcheries. He hasn't lost too many of them right now. His army doesn't have too many corruptors, so maybe a full Sky Toss Remax.
Yeah, like Void Rays, I think will do very well right now. Do we have any Vipers? We have 4
I think
Infestors.
he has a handful.
Oh, he does have Vipers still? Okay.
I think he has a handful of them.
Okay.
I could be wrong about that.
I don't see them with the Corruptors, which is normally where they're at.
Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah, the Viper is really the enemy.
Oh, I thought that was Crater Zealots for a second. I was laughing. I was
like, what are we doing, guys?
What are we doing
This
here?
is what you were hired for, was to kill Zealots. Hey, that's a good army.
That is a good army. It's not even done yet. He's still building, I think.
Yeah.
And again, I mean, but 11K resources in the bank for Dark, and he's maxed with 22 workers. This is 180 supply army.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But, I mean, the unit counts 8 Broods, 13 Ultras, 3 Vipers, 4 Infestors, 22 Corruptors. The Corruptors, Infestors, and Vipers are obviously the threat here for Creator. Like, the ground, like, whatever you build on the ground as Creator, you're going to get wiped. The goal of the Archons and the Templar are to, like, feedback Vipers and get some Storms and some splash damage off on the Corruptors. And maybe if he's able to win one big air battle, he has a chance.
This is going to be wild when these two actually clash. So 15 Voids against 22 Corruptors. Look at all those Ultras. God.
Yeah,
he's got 2 Immortals. It's not enough, I think, to quite equalize that. But you know what?
Yeah,
you still got
nothing's gonna happen.
Oh, and there go the Ultras. I think you got to jump on some army somewhere. You got to do something here. You can't just let this happen.
I feel like the Ultras, no matter what army, no matter what battle happens, they're always going to clear. Whoa! What a recall! What a recall!
Yeah.
He got like 4 of those.
Pops him so quickly here. DD trying to take out that hatch.
In the meantime, by the way, I just want to point out, if you look at the mini-map, Dark has remade no bases.
Yeah, he doesn't have bottom left at all.
He has 3 bases that are capable of mining. One of them, no saturation. He's making 16 more Corruptors right now. He is still on 20 drones. And the gas bank for him is huge. But with 2,500 minerals, he can't remake that much more army. So he's almost... I mean, it sounds weird to phrase it in this way, but this is almost like an all-in army for Dark.
Yeah.
Like...
The 32-minute all-in. No, he's not building his economy at all. You're definitely right about that.
If you lose a battle, this could be really, really good for Creator if he pulls this off. Those are some good Storms.
Dude, with that many Archons,
yeah, the Ultras are far away.
And he does... I don't see Vipers. You need Vipers here.
He has 4 of them. We saw in the units tab earlier. Okay. I think a lot of them died to the feedbacks. I think they might have been max energy Vipers.
Okay.
But, I mean, if there's anything that Dark can, like, spare and remake right now, it's Infestors and Vipers.
Yeah.
Like, he has all the gas in the world.
Creator, on the other hand, no real gas left. Not quite maxed, but, I mean, 140 supply is pretty serious.
Yeah. This is interesting.
Yeah, both players are mining, but not a whole lot. It looks like as that Nexus finishes, obviously Creator's going to get a lot more income here.
Yeah, he has the potential to have close to double the income of Dark. And I mean, if the next fight isn't a decisive win, which I mean, to be fair, it tends to be in these late game scenarios. Usually one side just gets completely wiped. But if he's able to harvest more resources, his Remax could be more powerful, but this might be a fight right here. Fungal's going off. Archon's not really able to connect. The Corruptors are going around the side. More Fungals on the Void Rays.
Yeah, the Fungal's not really doing enough there.
But at the same time, I mean, he's really just trading Broodlings and energy for damage right now, and Creator can't really... losing the Tempest.
Yeah, the Tempest really the weapon of choice here against those Broodlords.
You got to connect with Storms, and I mean, Dark knows it.
Oh, losing. Oh, God. Broodlords picking off High Templars is the most painful thing that can happen to you right now.
You can't afford to lose gas units here as Creator, and he's just going to go for it, I think, and Dark just dancing back.
Great pullback, and the Broodling's just screwing up the AI so badly for him right now as well. Like watching him try to move forward, but all the Broodlings are kind of blocking and doing damage. Oh, he's got to give up the Nexus. Another great call by Creator. I think a lot of Protosses would just die there. They'd be like, yeah, let's save this Nexus. But he can't right now.
Yeah, he
needs to do something else.
Oh, this hurts so bad. I feel like there might have been some window for Creator at some point.
Oh, hold on. Okay, the Parasitic Bomb doing fantastically.
Yeah, and the Corruptors, and I mean, like, Void Rays, they bunch when they fight. Parasitic Bomb plus Fungal just decimates them. I'm going to be honest, I don't see any way for Creator to win with the army that he has against this army by Dark, and there's no gas income for Creator right now.
Yeah, it's down to almost 0.
I mean, it feels like there might have been some kind of window if he was able to force an engagement and win the air battle, but again, saying that, I mean, that's not to Creator's detriment. It is so difficult in these scenarios to be able to make those reads. I mean, we're watching this in God mode effectively. We can see everything. We can see the resources in the map. But, yeah, it's just, it's a really tough scenario.
I like this idea, right? Clear out some creep on this side. That the bottom left is where most of the resources are left.
Yeah, but
so to clear the creep will like at least maybe open up an option.
There's no way.
I definitely agree with you that Dark has pretty much just got this game.
Yeah,
but Creator's got a big enough army that he's still looking to do something. It feels bad to leave when your army looks like that, right?
Yeah. Storm not quite connecting. 134 supply now. I mean, even if Creator is able to pull a miracle and win a battle against that army, I mean, the resource deficit for Dark is dissipated, and he finally has 3,000 minerals in the bank.
He's starting to kill some stuff. Oh my god.
Oh, that's
he just got the High Templars with a Disruptor on Neural. That is insane.
Yeah, Parasitic Bomb coming down here too. These Void Rays are wiped. Yeah. That's going to be it.
That is indeed. And what a beautiful game we really had from both sides, ending at about 37 minutes. Dark going to take game 1, but it was highly contested. Highly contested. Creator put out a beautiful Sky Toss game.
Really one big misstep, getting caught out of position in the fight that he did not want to take.
You need to kill more than he killed. Like, it's okay to lose that one army because it happens a lot. Like, you can lose it, but you need to kill more than he killed.
You have to trade more efficiently, and he was just caught off guard.
Yeah.
And at the same time, too, I mean, like, there were no Archons to connect with the Corruptors, and Storm is great AoE, but I mean, Archons, if they're able to fight Corruptors on top of Sky Toss is...
Well, Dark also, he flew his Corruptors directly on top of the carriers, so you can't really Psystorm. It does the same amount of damage to both sides.
Yeah, the Psystorm damage only comes in when the Corruptors are about to engage, and that was a high-octane game, 34 minutes. A lot of action. We're already going in game number 2 here on Glittering Ashes. First time we're seeing this map tonight.
Game starts. Dragon Phoenix Gaming, Dark. Team NV, Creator.
Okay, I'm gonna say something controversial here. I think that Creator should go Sky Toss every game. I think he's very good at it. And I think if Dark's gonna beat you, you make him play the most patient series of it. You make him miss the train if he's gonna beat you. Okay?
You make the casters miss the train.
You make
too.
everyone miss their trains home. If you're out of this tournament, everyone's having a lousy night, except for the taxi drivers. Okay?
The taxi driver meta.
That's it.
I think you're right. I mean, that was a magnificently played Sky Toss game, and if it wasn't for that one misstep with the Army,
He could have won.
he could have won.
He was doubling his mining, like you said.
And even after that misstep, I mean, it's so hard for Creator to make this judgment call being in the game with the limited information you have as a player. I mean, you don't see everything that we see. He had no way of being able to completely read the Zerg's army composition. He can't know the bank. But if he had realized he did have an opportunity to win that game where he could wipe out the air, and Dark had minimal resources to replenish, and he only had 24 drones mining.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he had a real winning shot, not only before that catastrophic fight at the beginning, but even after that.
Yeah, he did. He did. And like he made so many great choices. Like we see a lot of Protosses play Sky Toss and they won't make as many good ones as he did. And the thing is, Dark is, I mean, it's Dark, man. It's a world champion, a GSL champion. Like, it's hard to do it against him. And Dark actually invented his own anti-Sky Toss style, which is that one with the Ultras, which is going to be hard to play against anyways, because he's the one that really kind of does that, right?
Right.
It's not as common. I mean, it's caught on a little bit. We've seen some other Zergs trying it, but yeah, I don't know. I want to see more of this out of Creator. I don't want him to just go into like glaive to depths and lose. I want to see him grind out these 30 to 40 minute games. And I tell you, I could see Dark making a mistake and throwing an army or getting frustrated that it's going to take him 2 hours to beat Creator or something like that. That's a real thing.
30 plus minutes is a lot of time to make one critical mistake that can end the game.
Yeah.
I mean, in that time, last game, it only took one for Creator there in the middle.
Yeah.
To really devastate him. Like you said, the same thing can happen to Dark. And one of the things that is interesting about games that go so late as well is that it's usually not practiced as much because it's hard to get there.
Yes.
It's hard to practice that kind of style and that kind of gameplay because so few, if you're laddering, for example, and I mean, these are pro players, their preparation for this is not just ladder, they're playing customs against their teammates, against their practice partners, against people they've known for years. But even in those situations, it's really tough to practice these super late game scenarios.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a testament to both players in the last game in terms of how resilient they were against making any kind of bad decisions.
Yeah, you have to really, in some of those crazy late games, you have to rely a lot on theory. It's like, it's hard. I mean, yeah, you will get there sometimes in practice, but everyone has their own fingerprint in the late game anyways. So it's really difficult to be prepared for these situations, whereas things like the Adept pushes early on, everyone's played that 1,000 times on both sides, you know.
And anybody can do it too.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we do have Void Ray being made. A couple of Adepts out here trying to get some harass, and yeah, I mean, doing a good job.
5 drones is not bad. I think the Oracle's going to get one more too, and
yeah, not bad at all.
Yeah.
Third Nexus is coming up. We have an Evolution Chamber coming. We'll see if that's going to be for melee attack once again. I would not be surprised.
Yeah, I think it's got to be melee. Unless there's some kind of insane timing where you can push across the map with like queens.
Oh yeah,
I
like the
don't
RagnaroK one.
Yeah. But even with that push, I mean, melee is not too bad if you decide to go more Ling heavy with the queens.
That's true.
And Twilight and Robo actually coming out from Creator, so maybe not going to be the exact same thing. There is still potential for the game to get there. Yeah, but as an opening, not so much. And I wonder if there's going to be some kind of play from Creator in terms of putting in that fear, and actually a Baneling Nest going down really early, I think, for Dark is...
Yeah,
if I'm not
remember that
mistaken.
last game he went Mass Queen March with Ling Bane.
Oh, that's
and
right, on the
eliminated
third. God, it was so long
Which
ago,
even,
I forgot that
know,
happened.
I did too until we were just talking about it. I'm like, wait a minute, Creator even came back from that and gave us a sick game after losing his third. That's sick. Wow. Like, he really did play well. But yeah, okay, so more gates, charge on the way. I mean, charge will do well against the Zerglings, but if Banelings are actually morphed in, that's...
It becomes very tricky to actually get value out of your Zealots if they're Banelings.
I guess the Templar Archive's coming up. I mean, it might turn into one of these... Remember these, like, old Zest builds where he would just go, like, 2 Archons and mass charge lot and just go?
Oh, he's going to spot this.
Oh, I think he did see that.
Yeah, he definitely did. And I think you're also right. He's throwing down 4 more gateways. I think he's going to defend this and then make charge lots and Archons and just go.
Yeah.
No Forge even. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have +1 weapons.
Oh, this...
He's got to defend this, and I think he can
Yeah.
with his 3 voids.
Oh, kill some of the Banelings. They're so hurt.
Yeah.
It's nothing worse than just damaging a Baneling. Got to finish him off here. Look at this. He's made a wall. Okay, loses 6 workers. More
Not
coming
too bad. We get 2 more probes there, and the sentries do go down.
Saves his Nexus. 55 workers to 54.
At the same time,
Not that bad. Like,
Dark is flooding Lings. We have Zealot Archon coming out for Creator right now, and that's a pretty good unit composition. Okay, Roach Warren is going down for Dark.
Okay, well, here comes the Prism. Has an Archon, has Zealots.
Oh, with a Void Raise, this is really nice. If that battery gets up with Charge Zealot.
Oh, that's a lot of Lings coming in very, very quickly. I don't think he has the energy. Yeah, the Oracle almost out. He's going to lose the Nexus. Oh, gosh.
I feel like I almost feel like you have to all in from this point.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, his army is moving across. There's
not,
that's a lot of queens. And, oh, God, Banelings.
That's not going to work. You got to pull it.
Oh.
With the Archons.
Oh. Okay, well, no more Banelings. Let's see. He does save the Nexus.
Yeah, he sent the Voids back.
He's actually up in workers. He's killing the 4th.
Wow. This is turning out much better than we had expected.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah, I was feeling like we might be going to game 3, but
yeah,
not anymore.
Nothing to defend this Archon drop as well. It's going to be more drones going down.
Yeah, 8-minute Archon drop. Nice. Used to be the #1 opener.
Yeah, I remember those days. Those were good days.
Fun build.
Oh, losing a lot of probes here kind of hurts. But, I mean, he's got bigger things on his mind right now with his Zella warping. Oh, drop the Archon. The Archon does get out. He will get some value. He has the potential to recall this army.
Very low on health. I think he's going to lose the Archon.
Yeah, it loses 1, but, I mean, saving 1 Archon and 2 Zealots is still much better than any trade he would have gotten there. And importantly enough, he did scout the Roaches, and we're seeing +1 air weapons in addition to a Robo-Bay. This might be a transition.
Yeah, he's prepping it, I think. Like,
yeah.
I think probably he's going to make some disruptors and then just slowly go into Sky Toss. And honestly, his composition is such that I don't think he can die.
Yeah,
right?
Void Rays with +1 air weapons. I mean, I think he's only got, second Stargate going down.
Yeah.
It's happening. I like this. I mean, he's still up in supply, which is quite unusual at this stage in the game. Taking a 4th base as well.
And I gotta say, I'm really fond of the disruptors being added in right now.
Yeah.
Because I think every path to a quick loss, the disruptor stops.
You're right.
Like, the disruptors are gonna be what allows him to get into Sky Toss fully.
It's really smart. I mean, like, Queens coming across the map, Roaches and Ravagers, masses of Banelings. Disruptors are pretty good against all of those things defensively.
Yeah. They're a great defender unit there, yeah.
And this army by him, too, is really good at exerting map control.
Yeah, yeah.
I
like,
mean,
he's roaming around. He's pushing things back.
If anything, I mean, I know we know that in game #1, he didn't get the Sky Toss the way that he wanted, the way that he lost, like, his 3rd base and everything like that. But I actually kind of am favoring this transition. Oh, there's no Spore Crawler here. No Queen. 4 more drones.
Not bad. Yeah, Flux Veins on the way.
I am
Voids.
liking this for Creator, man.
Yeah, yeah. I can't say anything negative about it. Like, it's been like it's been a bit of a chaotic game with the Ling counterattacks and barely saving his Nexus. That big Baneling attack, like, lost 10 probes, but he's actually up in workers. He's up in army.
It was scary for a little while, but I mean, he just surprised all of us with how immaculate his defense was. For a second, I thought he was just going to commit to the attack there at the 4th, and no, he made the right call. He sent the Voids back. He dealt with an attack at the 3rd base, and I mean, he's a Skytoss player that is going toe-to-toe in terms of supply with a Zerg, who's going Muta, and Muta is not very good against Skytoss, if I'm not mistaken, unless the game has changed.
No, you're certainly right. But
I don't think
he doesn't know he's going Skytoss.
That's the beauty of this army composition, yeah.
And he doesn't know he's going mutas, but like Void Rays with speed, like you can just go fight the mutas.
Right, yeah.
Like you don't even
They're basically Phoenixes.
Yeah, you don't need to make the Phoenixes. It's fine. Like
yeah.
your few shield batteries sitting around should be enough to support those and allow you to kill off the mutas.
Yeah, the Voids are going to win it straight up. It's just a matter of how many probes are going to go down, but it's a big investment. That is a big, big investment. That shield battery.
All right.
7 probes.
Yeah, not bad so far.
Yeah.
Surprise.
You got to go away from that. Well, these Archons might even get some pop shots off. I mean, Muta's regen like nothing else, but...
What regen's quicker, actually, a Muta or a Reaper? Or is it
gotta be a Reaper.
You think so?
I would think. But maybe I only feel that way because it's going to trade these out for probes, I think. Yeah, he's max.
Not
he just
bad.
wants to trade these out for probes.
Yeah.
Maybe I only feel that way because the Reaper is like so little HP. Like the bar goes up really quick.
That's true. That's true.
But I don't know, man. Dark is making Ravagers right now. Oh, what a sick catch.
He's making Ravagers?
Yeah, he's making Ravagers.
What are those
He just
for?
made 15 Ravagers. I don't know why he's doing this.
Well, he loves Ravagers. That's like his spirit unit next to the Ultra. But like, maybe he's just gonna go up and super bile a Nexus or something. Like maybe he's gonna go on some crazy missions here. Like he's definitely been caught in the as far as transitions go. He has been outdone by Creator.
Yeah, he's been blindsided by the Skytoss transition.
Yeah.
And wow, that hatchery went down like nothing. My goodness. But I mean, like, even with all of these Voids across the map, like, yeah, I know that recall is a thing, but that Zerg army is not too scary with all of those disruptors, which, I mean, he has anyway.
Yeah, that's actually a very good point. That's like the worst unit against the disruptors, even worse than a queen against a disruptor.
Frankly, I can't think of a worse unit that Dark could have made in this situation. I mean, like, maybe Swarm Hosts.
Oh, I was going to say maybe he's hatching some Infestors, because if you Fungal Bile...
Oh, you think he's trying to get them grouped up like that?
Yeah.
I
mean, if
possible,
you hit the Fungal,
yeah.
and you like, you'll get the Biles off and you won't miss, right?
Right. I don't know, though. I feel like...
It's odd.
Maybe he feels like he's so far behind that's his only chance. His only avenue is to have the Protoss player get blindsided by Fungals and then get Bile down. And yep, there's... Oh, is that a Disruptor going down?
Yeah. Well, he kills the Disruptor, but the Disruptor got his revenge before he died.
And now Creator he's keen on what's going on here, and he's going to be spreading these units. And that Fungal, it does.
Oh, this is not working for Dark.
Does a little bit of damage, but I mean, not too much. And there is one connection there with the Biles, but this army seems like it's going to overpower it, especially with the charge lots coming in. There's no Lings, no Banes, no front line.
No, he is going to smash through here, I think. More Fungals coming out, and I mean, he's killing some stuff. Yeah, uses the Shroud.
Goodness. Creator with an immaculate game.
Wow. Dude.
That was a sick transition.
It was. And he really did catch Dark off guard. Like, the type of army he was playing around with, Mutas are fine there, right?
Yeah.
Like, hey, gateway base and stuff. Yeah, a few Archons, but it's not the end of the world. You can still play some Mutas there, but kind of catches him off guard, and then he I mean, he goes in this desperation play at the end, and it obviously just does not work out.
Yeah.
Creator, though, pushing Dark to his absolute limits with 2 different Sky Toss games, tying it up 1-1.
This is pretty incredible. I really like the way that Creator opened in the last game in terms of like Zealot Archon into straight Sky Toss. Like that was beautiful. And not only does it, I feel like it alleviates a lot of the problems that Sky Toss has in terms of lacking map control.
Yeah, I see what you mean, yeah.
Anyway, going into the next map, 1-1.
Game start. Dragon Phoenix Gaming, Dark.
Dude, and don't forget, game 1, we talked about that Forge so much, I forgot about that too.
Yeah, he skipped it.
He's bringing everything today. Creators, I don't even care about these intros, I just want to talk more about my man Creator.
It's pretty impressive.
This is the best I've seen him play. Like, he had actually a very good Super Tournament. Was it the beginning of last year, I want to say? Where he had, or maybe it was the end of the year before. I don't know. My life runs together. We're on GSL match like 4,300.
Right.
So, yeah. Anyways, like, he had a pretty decent Super Tournament back then. But other than that, like, this is the best I've seen him play in a very long time. He is, like, I am very much enjoying watching what he's come up with here. His decision-making, his macro and micro look really good.
Right.
It's awesome to see.
I would say so far in this series, he's only really made one critical mistake in terms of decision-making, and that was maybe not even a mistaken decision. He just got caught off guard, you know? Besides that, his play has been immaculate. I mean, he took Dark, one of the best late-game Zerg players in the world, especially in ZVP, to the absolute limit with a Sky Toss in a 35-minute slugfest.
Yeah.
And then the next game, the way that he went into it, I mean, the way he navigated his unit composition through the early game set him up for a beautiful timing attack.
Yeah.
I mean, like the Sky Toss games, when they go split map, it is really hard dealing with spores in the front, huge creep spread. I mean, like biles and, or not biles, fungals and abducts and all of that.
Yeah.
It's very difficult for the Protoss player to handle that in a late game army scenario. But if you can avoid that, and if you could play this game and find a way, find an avenue to get another Sky Toss army with some Templar, maybe even Charge Zealots just like last time, and hit a critical timing, that could be very difficult to deal with.
Yeah. I really wonder what he's going to be going for. He adds a second gateway.
No Stargate yet.
Doesn't really tell us too much, but it's like you wouldn't go Stargate here, right? Like that would be very bizarre. And the second gateway is actually like in his main, so he's actually hiding the second gateway, which is fascinating in and of itself. Normally, what happens is you make your tech in your main, and your second gate goes at your wall.
Twilight Council, I think is going to scout all of this.
Yeah.
This is one of the reasons why you build that second gateway usually at the wall, is you can block off these scouts. But
yeah, and the fact that he's now seeing the Twilight and the second gate, it looks very, very, very much like a Glaives build.
I thought so too. But if I'm Creator right now in this situation, whatever kind of cheeky play that I had, I'm dialing it back.
Yeah.
After it gets fully scouted.
Yeah.
And I'm going to find some way to transition probably into some Sky Toss composition on 3 or 4 bases.
Absolutely. I would love to see that. Like, I don't want to see, like, he's not upgrading from the Twilight right now.
Yeah, and he's not building a Dark Shrine, so he's just clearly dialing it back. And I mean, Dark right now, he is at 29 workers. He's making a Roach Warren.
Yeah, he's getting ready for Glaives.
Yep, it's going to be DT. I wonder if we're going to see a Robo go down.
You know what?
For Archon
Listen
drops?
to this. What if he takes his third base right now?
Huh.
Right? We're not on layer tech, are we?
No.
So if we take the third base, I love how I'm saying we right now. I'm not even in control of my brain. I'm so happy that Creator's playing this well. But he can just do a macro DT build where if he gets attacked, you slaughter it with DTs.
You're right.
Other than that, you just tech up. Just go. Get other stuff.
That's such a good point, though.
I don't think he has an attack with DTs that can work.
No.
I do not think so.
He's building a Robo too, and at this timing, this is not going to line up for an Archon drop.
Nope.
I mean, he's probably going to incorporate it at some point in this game, but that's not what this build is. And I think you're right. I mean, he can kind of just take a third base and...
Dude, yeah, take a third, start making some Immortals.
I would like it if he took it right now. Like, even before these 2 gateways, I would want to bait Dark into an attack.
Yeah. But at the same time, Dark is making so many units. He has so few drones.
Yeah, he's going up
just producing, like getting into Immortal Tech and producing units is an okay play.
Yeah.
Because then you're just not going to die.
Yeah, Dark doesn't really know what's going on right now.
No, he doesn't.
I think he's still hung up on scouting the Twilight Council and anticipating a timing because he's only on 43 drones, and that is not a lot. And he has some number of Ravagers on the field. He is going to see the Glimmer.
Yeah, he sees the DTs, so...
Yeah, and immediately start 7 drones.
Yeah, and he has a Slayer halfway done, so, I mean, once he gets that, he can do an attack.
I think we're going to have to see a timing here out of Creator. I don't think there's any Sky Toss transition coming anymore.
Yeah,
I think probably going to have some big timing with handful of sentries, Archons, and some Robo units.
I can't see it working. I don't think the build's optimized enough. I don't think he has... Like, he's not going to have the production to overrun Dark. Like, I wouldn't have any confidence in anything working right now as far as an attack goes. I don't have another thing to tell you that I want him to do, but I can't see him killing Dark with an attack. Cannot see it.
Well, he is going into a Forge now and starting Immortals. Warping in more DTs, so his plan is to stick on Archons for now.
Whoa!
Yeah, a little, I mean... More prisms are
like
amazing. So
rein in my horse. Whoa! Whoa! Get those back in the prism. You're not. What are you doing? You're hugging the queens.
Those Archons definitely didn't need to be reined in. My goodness. And 10 more Roaches coming out here for Dark. He might be going for like a 60-ish drone timing here. And I mean, this is an attack. Yeah, building Ravagers. He's committing.
Yeah. Now, with the type of production that we have and the type of units we have, I believe that he can hold, right? Like he'll have like 3 Immortals when it hits, probably.
The problem is that this army is so Roach Ravager based.
Yeah.
If you don't have disruptors, yeah, he's not going to lose that. If you don't have disruptors, I mean, he's throwing down 5 more gateways.
Yeah.
Charge Zealots are going to get pretty much nothing done, and because the Roaches and the Ravagers are ranged, the splash damage from the Archon is pretty much completely negated because like it's not extending very far. So I don't know. Like the production is there. I don't think the unit composition is. I feel like a Roach Ravager push can kill him.
Yeah. It's definitely a good choice. Like a real large critical mass. His Zealots won't close.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna need a lot of batteries. I mean, Stalkers would do much better here than Zealots. That's for sure.
Even some sentries to go along with them. Like I would prefer like 3 sentries to 1 Archon right now.
Yes.
By a lot.
Archons won't do anything. Like, I mean, the other games have been very Lingbane heavy.
Yeah, so it makes sense to navigate the army composition in this way, but I don't see it paying.
Yeah, this is... the Archons are going to be almost useless here.
I can't believe he's not throwing down a Roboban after seeing so many Ravagers.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, I mean, he's only making Immortals. If he had a second Robo, I'd be like, okay, we can do it. Get 8 Immortals, he'll be fine. But, you know, Dark is taking a little bit to go across the map. He's just about maxed.
Yeah.
I actually want to see him attack. Like, your army's not getting any better in comparison, that's for sure.
He will. I mean, he's only on 65 drones, too, so this is going to be... That's going to be something.
That's a cancel. 3 Immortals. The 4th one is coming.
If Creator is going to win this fight, I think he needs an incredible engagement. But I mean, even the bulks of these armies, I don't see a world. I don't see a world where Creator wins this fight.
No, I don't either. All right, well that Biles to just knock out shield batteries.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, he's got those still mineral patches there still, so a force field's very strong at that location.
Right. This is honestly, I kind of think this split favors Creator here.
Yeah, I think it should be a big mass in one area.
Yeah, critical mass
might have enough now to hold.
Wow.
Oh, the Immortals are not fighting.
Yeah.
God, 4 of them just sat there while their Archon brethren died.
That's not ideal.
Now, the Immortal count's getting pretty darn high, and we have only roaches being made. Eventually, the Archon, the Immortals are going to have a very good time.
Yeah, eventually this window is going to close, which, again, kind of makes me surprised that Dark isn't just going in with one mass. I mean, like, with Roach Ravager like this, if you come in with one huge mass with your Biles, it's so difficult for the Protoss player to deal with. But, like, these flank attacks are getting nothing done. I mean, I guess they got a little bit done when the Immortals idled, but besides that,
Hey, let's see if he can do it. Ooh, the Biles come down. He actually dodges very, very well.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. Creator has climbed up like 40 supplies since this battle, since he moved across the map, and this is now suddenly a fight that he can take.
The charge lot's getting in front. Those force fields, just beautiful.
Creator's playing this so patiently right now, and it's exactly what it needs to do. I mean, like, once you get up to 170, 180 supply, this army for Dark, it is a powerful army, but it is so supply intensive.
Yeah.
180 supply of Archons and Immortals with a handful of sentries.
Dude.
They can do work here.
Yeah. No, his Immortals
No more energy there. No more energy there.
Okay, coming in
He's
from
even
both
pulling
sides.
drones.
Dark in real trouble here. Creator.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I feel like 1 or 2 more Warfens and you just commit.
Yeah, I think you're right. He's very close to just breaking him. See Dark still trying to make those Ravagers, trying to get some money, Biles going down.
Yeah, he did get 1 Immortal there, and I like this. I like the way that he's microing back. He needs to reset the cooldown on the Biles and make more connections, but man, Creator, he's playing this really well. He's going to take down that base in the meantime. War Present with another Warpen. It will go down to the Biles.
Yeah, but
this
does that
army,
matter?
This army is so strong.
Oh my God. Creator just coming over here and destroying right now. Dark,
Oh,
I mean, he
this
killed
flank. Creator is playing some of the best StarCraft we've seen from him in ages.
Seriously.
This is a beautiful PvC series so far.
Yeah, Dark really does not have much of anything left over.
Yeah.
He's trying so hard to break through here. The Creator's still on a very healthy 3-base economy.
That army is finally cornered. It's going to go down, and that's a lot of Ravagers. I mean, if you're a Roach Ravager player and you're down in supply, it is a bad spot to be in. And Creator going up 2-1 now with an incredible defense.
Yeah.
And then just waiting until the critical moment where he can finally break through. I mean, that was so scary for Creator. There was this certain window that Dark had where he had critical mass. He was maxed. He had a huge number of Ravagers. And I feel like if he had broken in, it would have been so difficult for Creator to hold on.
You can't hold that third if he masses everything and attacks it from the north. But when he split, suddenly Creator was able to dice up part of the army, run away from the bigger part, and destroy the other part. And it was just, I think that was the big mistake of Dark. I think he could have had that game.
That gave Creator maybe as much as like 2 minutes. At least 1 minute, possibly 2, of full production. And again, Dark's maxed. His army is not getting better. It's not like he's morphing Banes.
Scales terribly. All right, we are going to go into map number 4, Dark on the ropes. Can he bring it back? 2,000 atmospheres is going to be our map.
Start.
What a series.
Dragon Phoenix Gaming. Dark. Team NV. Creator.
I almost wish the breaks between the games were longer because I want to nerd out more.
I know,
about all the things that happened in that game.
Super Tournament is super fast, man, for these best of 5s.
Well, I mean, it's kind of got to be 4 best of 5s in a day is a lot.
Yeah,
but
if we are to make the train home.
It has been a treat, though, today. We have had some incredible games.
This is,
2 reverse sweeps, and then Keen with some really interesting play in the final match of his series.
Yeah.
And now Creator making this such a hotly contested series when, I mean, we were very skeptical coming into this. I mean, we love Creator. He's been around so long. When he peaks, he is an incredible Protoss. But Dark is just so consistently strong.
Yeah. Yeah. He's so hard to kill. Like, he's just so good at getting out of every position.
And it feels like these games are very close. I mean, Game 3, once Creator finally broke through, it was done.
Yeah.
But up until that point, Dark had definitive opportunities to win.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I'm excited. I could easily see this going to Game 5.
Yeah, this is a great match. And look, as good as the Dark Rogue series are, because that's something we're running into all the time now, because they don't die until they play each other. Okay, that's the funny thing about them, right? They're too strong. But honestly, I would like to see the way Creator's playing. I want to see what Rogue's answer is to this.
Yeah.
You know, that would be a great round of 8 match.
It feels like in the last 2 games, I mean, in game number 2, he just got completely blindsided by the Skytoss transition. I mean, Creator delayed it a bunch. He was going for Zealots and Archons. He had War Prism across the map. He was aiming to do damage with gateway units. And when he identified that it wouldn't work, he transitioned to Skytoss. And at that point, Voids are already out. It's really tough to scout that transition from the Protoss player unless you're attacking.
Yeah, yeah.
Because he wasn't in a position to attack, he got caught off guard, and then Creator just kind of snowballed the advantage of missed information to a really great point. And then in the last game, I mean, the Twilight Council, it felt like Dark almost overreacted.
Yeah. Well, he's like, oh, okay, this is what this kid's gonna do. He's gonna,
Yeah.
You know, it's so common.
He's gonna make a depths and move him across the map.
Yeah.
I mean,
oh, he's gonna shade and hope that I don't split my units right. LOL.
Yeah.
I'll split my units right.
But interestingly, we are seeing the Twilight coming out again before the Stargate for Creator. So this might be more of what he wanted to do last game.
Second gate again as well.
Before he got scouted, yeah.
So,
and it's a depths.
Okay, three gates so far. We'll see if he goes up to a 4th. We'll see if he wants to go Robo with this. There is definitely a wide range of how he can pull this off. One thing I've definitely noticed. Okay, now look at that Roachhorn timing from Dark. So that's really, really good for him.
Yeah.
And the other thing I was going to mention is he has been making safety spores really regularly.
Yeah.
So I don't think the Dark Templar continuation of the depth build is going to be any good here.
Yeah. At the very least.
2 Stargates?
Whoa. I think he's going to come. I don't know what he's going to do.
I think he's going to go Phoenixes. He's going to force Roaches out with Adepts, and then he's going to go Phoenixes, go and kill every Overlord and every drone.
That sounds amazing.
It does. Or, I mean, he could just go Voids.
That. Yeah.
But
I mean, both are viable options, but what a play that would be.
yeah, it feels like that would fit into the economy better. The 2
Yeah,
Stargate,
you're right.
Phoenix.
You're right.
2-star Void on 2 base is kind of...
Yeah, the economy really does look like it lines up for Phoenixes. See what he decides to produce out of those Stargates in a moment. But right now, I mean, Dark is playing this perfectly as if he was defending like a 4-gate. Oh, it's Phoenixes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is going to be sick. I hope he banks him.
Oh, he's going to bank
We need
him.
a lot
oh,
of Phoenixes,
yeah. No,
man.
This is like an 8 Phoenix move out.
Yeah.
He is just going to shade over and over, and there's going to be a big amount of Roaches and Ravagers and stuff. Look, he's so happy those Lings ran up so he could show Glaives. He wants him to know it's Glaives.
The more that I think about this and the more that I look at it, the more that I like it. Because, I mean, the response for Zerg against Glaive Adepts like this is a low drone count. I mean, 43 right now is that's about what you're going to be at. And that's not a lot. I mean, at this stage in the game, and pretty much any other build, the Zerg player is going to be overtaking the probe and worker count.
Yeah.
But because he needs to cut units to stay alive against a potential Adept all-in, he has less drones, he's making less queens, because he needs the Roaches and the Ravagers and the Lings. Oh, and he's moving out a little bit earlier with the Phoenixes than I would like, but every drone kill is so much more valuable because there are less of them. And there's so much more room to do damage against the Overlords and the Queens because of the Phoenixes.
I am surprised he did a 4 move out. That seems like the worst number that you could move out with or something. Well, 2 would be worse, but like...
Making 1 out of 2 Stargates would be really bad, too.
Yeah, I guess there is a big range of bad things, but...
Yeah.
I don't know about this move out, because I feel like if you fly in with 8, spores don't even matter.
Exactly,
You just fly over everything, kill anything you want, basically.
Yeah, you pull one Phoenix back and like 5+ drones are dead. No, I would have really liked that too. I think it might be a little bit of a misplay to do that, but as it is, I mean, it's still a pretty exciting transition. He's getting damage done. He's up almost 10 workers as he takes his 3rd base.
But his actual army is very weird, right?
Yeah. But these Phoenixes, if they don't die, if they just continue to get damage done and, you know, just get beaten up a little bit. Oh, wow.
Oh, he's
going to finish that.
It. Yeah. Okay.
So to lift up the Ravagers and the Roaches, maybe?
Yeah, Ravagers are solid kills.
Yeah, but Shady's out.
Is he opening himself up for a counterattack?
I think he might be. I mean, a lot of the Adepts are going to be able to get out here, and he's actually going over to the 3rd base. But that's a lot of Queens.
He's... Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I kind of feel like you would be thinking about a counterattack. I want to see exactly what the army is for Dark. I guess it's not actually that large, is it?
Yeah, and with the Phoenixes, though, is they do kind of serve the same purpose as Void Rays would. A little bit less reliably because you don't have quite as much energy. But, I mean, like, they melt Ravagers, for example.
Yeah,
which removing that from the equation if the Zerg is going to go for an attack is a big deal.
He's going to back up for now. There are Corruptors being made.
Yeah.
But he's actually, this isn't like a Sky Toss build. The Corruptors, like, I guess they technically are anti-Phoenix.
He's still making them. He thinks it's a Sky Toss.
Right? Yeah, but it does, like, this is going to suck. There's a Templar Archives on the way.
He's making 10. He thinks
do those beat Immortal Archon or no?
No.
Oh, okay.
Corruptors are really bad against those, actually.
Oh, damn. He's in trouble. He's in trouble, man.
Yeah. My goodness.
He thinks he's countering the Phoenixes, but actually the Phoenixes want to die because that means that you went for the wrong stuff to stop his other army.
Yeah, and I mean also like Creator can choose when to fight with the Phoenixes. They're not going to like get run down by Corruptors. Yeah. He can easily just kind of move across the map.
They're fast.
Pick off drones.
Look at this. Look at how many drones he's killing.
You gonna go for the Nexus, bro?
Oh, dude, he sees the double robo and everything.
He's gonna go for the Nexus. Oh, is there no battery in range? I don't think that's in range.
Oh,
yeah, he can't click on it.
My God, that's hilarious.
Oh, what a bummer.
That is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my whole life. Is that battery is out of range.
Corruptors, they are not good against Immortals, but they are great against Nexuses.
Yeah, it looks that way. I can't, like, that's such a strange place for a battery anyways. It looks like he's really clogged up there. That's heartbreaking though.
Yeah. I saw the overcharge and I'm like, I don't think that one works.
I think we need a patch to just +1 range on the batteries, right? I think that's what
+1 range,
needs.
but only against buildings. Only to support
only
your
for
buildings.
Oh, okay.
Just specifically for this scenario, yeah. Is he gonna get another one? That is not a lot. Like he can. I mean, these Corruptors are
real.
These Corruptors are crap. I mean, he knows they're crap. They're not gonna get anything done. He knows this isn't Sky Toss. Of course, trade them out. Like you're losing 3, you're losing 4, but you're killing a Nexus.
You know what?
This is a 2-base Protoss now.
Well, I think that we were probably right that he thought it was Sky Toss. I want to pretend that he went Corruptors just to kill Nexuses. There's some possibility that's true, right?
Yeah. Infinite timelines, and one of them, Dark is doing this.
And one of them, Dark is like really weird, and he thinks that that's a really good move.
Well, I mean, it didn't work out. It didn't work out.
Yeah. That's wild that he killed 2 Nexuses.
You know,
I was like ready to just be like, wow, Creator just 3-1 Dark. Like, that's amazing. But now he's lost 2 Nexuses. I'm not so sure.
You know what the real meta play is now? Going to Sky Toss.
100% you're right, actually. 100%. Well, he needs to get his Nexuses back. But like his army will keep him alive for a while, but it's lurkers coming up, and that's a pain to fight against.
You know, the thing is, I feel like if we were to teleport, if we were like in a vacuum and we could just teleport every army unit that Dark has right now and every army unit that Creator has, I think Creator just mops the floor with him.
Yes, for sure.
It's not even close. Like, I feel like there might be some window before lurkers are out that he's actually able to.
The den's almost done, though.
Yeah. I think there might have been a window that he missed, especially after those 2 Nexus go down. I mean, like, the creep spread's not so good that you're even gonna get run down if you're wrong. Like, just move.
He could have killed the 4th easy.
Yeah.
Easy, easy. But you're definitely right. Look at that army. That is not a scary army. But with 8 lurkers in it, it is. Okay, back to Sky Toss. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
2 more Immortals being made. I like it. Kind of tide you over until you have what you want Sky Toss-wise.
Yeah. I mean, they serve the same functionality that like, the Disruptors did in previous games.
Yeah, yeah.
Not quite as effectively against this composition, but I mean, well enough. He does have Archons to deal with the Lings, so they should be able to connect with the Roaches. Not too long into the fight, especially if they all go down like that. And he does have more Immortals than just 1, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Oh, no, he has a good amount of Immortals, yeah.
I want to say he has like 5 or 6 at least.
Yeah,
there you go. That's 7. Yeah, 2 more pop too.
Yeah,
a large number of Immortals.
His army's like pretty scary. Oh, he actually is just now getting charge. I hadn't realized that. So
yeah.
I mean, if he already had charge, this it could get messy, right?
Yeah, this was a Glaives opener, remember?
Yeah. Jeez.
I am really liking the versatility the creator is like demonstrating in every single game. Like the
Top
way that
level.
his transitions are impeccable.
They look better than Traps.
Yeah, and that's saying a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, Trap is top 2 Protoss in the world. Top 1 probably.
Yeah. But no, he is just on fire here today. I really hope this continues as well.
Yeah. I want to know what the Hydralisk count is right now. I mean, I see that
I don't think
a
there's
lot
that
of lurkers
many.
on the
I
field.
think it's like 7 or 8. Okay, cancels that off or kills it. Top left, we have a Nexus at, which is kind of funny.
Those are money storms. Those are really money storms.
Ooh. And you know what? Like, he's chasing him all the way back. If the lurkers burrow, he's in trouble.
Yeah. He needed to keep moving back right there. I mean, the trades were good with the damage on the storms, but can't stop there. Zell's getting bogged down by the mineral line. These armies are really spread. I feel like he almost wants to recall when that's the 3rd.
Yeah, that's definitely a bit problematic. There's Zealous not having charge in the main base, having a terrible time going through the mineral patches.
That's right. They don't have it yet. Yeah, I think it
looks
just
like
finished.
Yeah. Okay, he's starting to like take. This is like the worst.
There's no damage.
If this was on open ground, they already would have killed the whole base.
Yeah.
He's lost like 15 Zealous to 4 Queens there.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I mean, as bad as that trade was, the game's far from over. I mean, we got 3 carriers coming out right now. I'm not quite sure what the air upgrades are yet.
Yeah,
I think he has +1. Actually going for the mothership as well. And, oh, this army, he wants to take down the 3rd base.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
the
no.
abducts. Oh my god, loses his 3 carriers immediately. Some Psystorms go down. He has enough Immortals. I think he lives through this, but losing those 3 carriers immediately
So
like that is no good.
Yeah. And that wasn't even like he was mismanaging his armies. I think that was literally the rally point. Oh.
Just the abducts bringing him in. It's so painful.
Yeah, looks like there was a little bit more harass attempted over there, but more lurkers morphing, and I think the space is going down.
Creator falling apart just a little bit. It's too bad.
Yeah.
This game was actually looking good for him until the Corruptors, which his build was countering, but then he lost 2 Nexuses, and here we are.
It played out really weird considering like the units that were made.
Battery's helping him out, but he's getting a little bit low here.
Yeah, I think this just might be too much.
Yeah, I think he's dead now. The Hydra's just kind of coming across the map. He doesn't have enough High Templars.
Yeah, we're going to be going into match point.
Crazy series. Again, a good game here from Creator. A lot of great transitions and everything. Just a couple of things going wrong.
Yeah.
And that's all Dark needs.
Yeah. Dark capitalized on them perfectly, too.
Yeah.
I mean, like, making the Corruptors was probably not, on paper, for sure on paper, it was not the correct decision to make.
Yeah.
But he found value anyway, and that's what you do when you're one of the best Zergs in the world. I mean, like, Dark's decision-making has just been fantastic this game, and right now I think Creator's just kind of swallowing the loss and getting ready for map number 5.
Yeah, I hope he takes it well and continues to play well here.
Yeah.
GG.
This
All
has
right.
turned into an incredible series.
It really has. I thought Series 1 couldn't be beaten,
Yeah.
and here we are. I mean, Series 2 was great as well, but I think Series 1 was really, really nice.
Yeah.
But Series 4, man, this is where it's actually at.
I mean, Pure versus ByuN, the reigning GSL champion versus the former world champion. And, like, ByuN as a player just can constantly bust out, like, the best play in the world at any moment, you know, depending on, if his wrists are working or not.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Dark and Creator just coming here and showing them up, man.
Yeah.
It's been a hell of a series.
Amazing to see. Amazing to see. And Dark, I don't think he thought it would be this difficult to take down Creator. And we don't even know if he's going to take down Creator. Honestly, if I look at the games overall, looking at all 4 games together as a group, I think Creator's outplaying Dark.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I mean, on map number 1, there was one critical mistake where he was caught off guard, and if that doesn't happen, it's a different game. Anyone can win it, you know?
Yeah.
He put himself in position to win. And then all of his transitions, game number 2, 3, and 4, they were brilliant. They were executed beautifully. Game 4, there were a little bit of hiccups in terms of, I mean, losing next side at Corruptors is just kind of inherently a hiccup. But
yeah. It's not how you want it to go down.
he put himself in a position to win with the decisions that he made in game, and I think that map number 5 is going to be really competitive. But that being said, it wouldn't surprise me if Dark just busts something crazy out and tries to kill him.
I could see that. I could see that. And I could also see Creator panicking. Like, I can see him, like, he's had such a hard time for the past many years. It's been a long time since he's actually been one of the best players in the world. Dark
Right.
is one of the best players in the world, and he's actually outplaying him. And sometimes that messes with you,
Yeah.
where you're not used to this. You're not used to coming to GSL and winning instead of losing, right? Like, and that's what his story has been. So I could see that getting into breaking his mentality.
Yeah. There is a little bit of a psychological effect of no longer being the underdog, because then suddenly the expectations that you feel upon you and the pressure could become so much greater, especially in a LAN setting. And I mean, this is also, for what it's worth, the first match that we're having with a live audience in a long time.
In years,
I mean,
basically.
I feel like, I mean, he's taking a break right now. He's going to the bathroom, hopefully calming his nerves a little bit. And I think that we are in store for a really exciting game number 5.
I hope so.
I mean, of all the series we've had some incredible series today. This is the one that I'm most excited about going to match point.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
sure.
the play the Creator is showing is like reminiscent of like 2012 form Creator in terms of the brilliance of the gameplay. And
Yes, it really is. And, I mean, we've been waiting for that. Every time we cast him, we're just like, yeah, I mean, he was great back then, but well, can he do it? And it's like, yes, finally he can do it. And he's doing it. And I hope he continues. Like, I would love for this to be Creator's return to the top.
Yeah.
If he goes through and wins Super Tournament, like, what a moment in his career. That is a long stretch of 9 years since his last great tournament result.
Right. All right, here we go. Match point on Hardwire. Dark versus Creator. Let's get to it.
Game start. Dragon Phoenix Gaming. Dark. Team NV. Creator.
He's going Nexus first, I think.
You think so?
Maybe not? Nah, there's the
Might be.
probe. I was waiting for it.
Okay.
I was waiting for it.
That would be amazing if he just called that. I'm sad we didn't get to see the Forge again. I was really interested in that.
For a moment, I was anticipating it, and then I just saw the mineral count go, and I'm like, he needs to pull the probe now for the gateway if he's going to build it. I don't see it going down, but no, he knows his timing's better than me. Making me look the fool.
Well, making Dark look the fool, perhaps.
Perhaps. Yeah.
See if he continues to out-transition him. So, Dark makes his natural at the third base. Pretty standard against the block. I mean, I think that Creator, like, all roads end in Sky Toss for him.
Yeah.
But what's the opener going to look like? That's where it can get really tricky, and you can get into a gross position where you can't quite get to your Sky Toss.
Looking at the mini-map, I kind of feel like maybe here on Hardwire, I guess there are a lot of rocks. I'm trying to do like the internal calculus of how greedy can you be with your Sky Toss opener if you want to go towards the late game and still survive against like a queen push.
Yeah.
And maybe we go back to something reminiscent of game 1 where he got into it very quickly. But personally, from what I've seen, I think that the transition where he had Charge Zealots and Void Rays on the map with some Archons going into double Stargate.
That was the most brilliant game.
Was the best composition, and I felt like it was the most decisive win. And I feel like late game PvZ, it's really tough both for the Zerg and the Protoss. It's hard. It's hard to kill the other player.
Yeah.
And so much can go wrong, and so quickly too, that I think if you're either of these guys, you kind of want to end it a little bit earlier. You don't want to let it get to that point.
Okay.
So I'm interested to see what they pull out of their hats. From Creator, I would like to see some kind of more gateway heavy into Sky Toss and then try and find a timing. And from Dark, I would like to see him potentially try and crush something like that or find his own timing to kill him.
Sure. Well, he's going Twilight.
And he's going Robo.
Archon drop, maybe? DT drop into Archon?
Maybe not quite the gas for it. Oh, you better shut down those Zerglings.
Yeah.
Don't let them scout this one.
Well, I think the Overlord saw the Twilight. It's actually coming back
it is in the
as well.
main. Yeah, I didn't even notice. Did he see the Robo?
I'm not sure that he saw the Robo, actually. I'd love for them to check.
I really hope they do. Please.
Because don't forget, like, he went for the Glaives last game and went into 2 Stargate, so hiding the Robo is actually more important here. He might actually be good to see the
this is 4-gate Glaives.
Okay. Well.
All right.
Oh,
not
I really
quite what I
wanted.
wanted.
Saw the Robo.
Yeah. Not quite what I wanted for Christmas.
No.
And man, the Roach Warren's already going down too.
Yeah, no, Dark is
safe against this.
Yeah. He's got everything going correctly to stop this.
Yeah. And I feel like if he had, I mean, we don't know for certain, but I feel like if he had seen the Robo, that's a pretty big tell because every single game that Creator went Twilight into Sky Toss, he delayed his Robo later than this. Seeing that timing, you kind of know it's going to be a Glaives opener, and he's just making units right now with 37 drones. I mean, this is ideal. We might see him try and eke out 1 or 2 more, but Robo Bay. Okay, nice. I like this.
So 2 base, it looks like.
Okay.
Straight up. All right, more depths coming in. Has to warp one in at home. Oh, this is highly annoying. That is...
Whoa. That is kind of bold.
Yeah,
I guess the Lings,
Not what I anticipated.
Guess Dark didn't want to run in there with 5 Lings and have them all die, but still kind of scary. And at the same time...
You think we're going to see like a Disruptor or a Adept push?
I feel like we're going to have a lot of Adept pressure to try and force a lot of Roaches and Ravagers. And then I think we're going to see him try and take the 3rd base. I guess he's doing that now. And have Dark go with the mindset that I'm already on 36 drones. I already made Roaches and Ravagers. Let's go kill him.
I like it.
And then we bop him with Disruptors.
We're going to bop him,
We're going to bop him, man.
It's coming.
He's getting a Warp Prism speed, too. This is ideal, but I mean, Dark, he's smart. He's droning up here. I like this from him. This doesn't mean that we won't see an attack, but it does mean that it won't be that kind of all-in timing to try and crush the 3rd.
And the Adepts really, I mean, there hasn't been that much pressure. It's almost like a fake in a way. Like, he has some at home. He's playing more defensively with it. He's just trying to keep him busy. He's trying to force the units. The 3rd Nexus is coming up very, very quickly.
Yep.
Here comes the Forge. Everything looking good.
This could also transition on the Sky Toss a little bit later, too, if you wanted to.
Yeah.
I mean, There are a lot of options on the table for Creator, and he's been really good about his transition so far in this series. So,
and look, he's making like a third disruptor right now. He almost has prism speed. He has an observer out in the front watching for incoming units, and nothing can come across the map because he'll just blow it up with speed prism disruptor. Nothing.
Yeah.
Like, Lings are the only thing that have any chance of making it across, and obviously against a bunch of defensive. Oh, he's
going Blink. I wonder if he's going to go into Colossi and try and find some kind of timing here. That was a nice shot, too. That's free damage right there.
Oops.
You're right about the only things coming across the map is Lings.
Yeah. Nothing else can quite make it. Trying to wiggle in.
Yeah.
Not going to happen there.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Stalker's so tall, though.
How anticlimactic. They are tall. Why can't they go through the legs? I never thought about that. What a game that would be. I would hate that game.
Oh, my God.
I would have switched off Toss a long time ago.
Colossi, man, right?
Yeah.
Spire coming up.
Oh, my goodness. If Creator goes for a timing attack, Spire is like the ideal scenario. If he goes into Muta, you might just be able to kill him with Blink.
But if you're
4 more gateways, 5 more gateways.
If you're slow at all, though, it can turn into a base trade.
You're right, yeah. Oh, that's a pretty good shot.
Yeah.
2 queens is nice.
Blowing up queens, excellent. And look at that. A lot of, even pro gamers, a lot of pro gamers will even like send that forward, but he's like, nope, stop there. I'm not catching anything. Let's kill the tumor. Just showing that he's really in control of himself right now.
Yeah.
Not emotionally reaching for anything.
If he can identify what's happening right here, and I think he should be able. So close to canceling. These pro gamers, they scare me with how fine they walk that line. But if he can
I just
identify,
use them like bad stalkers, man. I don't even shade because I'll never cancel in time.
If he can identify that this is a Muta transition, though, and I feel like he has to have some kind of sense of something like this coming based on the unit count of Dark.
You know, the Mutas are going to be there before he moves out.
Yeah.
And because of that, this is going to buy him time because you got to sit back and defend a little bit. Which means that Baneling speed can finish. And then when we have Ling Bane Muta against Blink Stalker plus X, it almost always in the past has turned into base trades. It's like a very common thing.
Blink is done. Losing the Warp Prism takes a lot of the oomph out of this attack and all the disruptors as well.
Yeah, that bought him so much time. Really nice move from Dark.
That closes a lot of the window that Creator had.
Now, is he not making more mutas? Is that it for the mutas?
It kind of seems like that.
I think you're right. I think it
might be afraid.
We can't do base trade then at all. Like this is going to turn into can Dark blow up his whole army. And Baneling speed is a little bit late. I think if Creator goes now, he has a decent shot.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's a really good bile zoning away the army, but nice disruptor hit as well. And man, imagine a Warp Prism with this army right now. Creator's taking to 4th base. I don't think he thinks he can kill him. He's just going to try and find as much damage as he can.
I think this is correct.
Yeah, I mean, losing the Warp Prism is such a critical thing. As it is, though, I mean, with this pressure, he is forcing Dark to max on an army that is not very good against Creator's unit composition. If a Creator's economy can power it towards a maxed army, because if he maxes with all his disruptors, it doesn't really matter how many Banes you have as long as the force fields connect.
Yeah, and if he can just add in a few Archons here to eat up the Banes, like just your front rows, some Archons. And this army really starts to have pain. Like Archon Disruptor against this type of thing is just, it's the dream.
He's making more Archons and more Disruptors too. I mean, this is looking pretty good. If you wait until you max and you push again with a Warp Prism and +2 attack, you might have a window.
A couple of Depths trading out for 7 drones at this point in the game, not bad.
Oh, only getting 1. 2. Oh, he's got a lot of value out of these Adepts, actually.
Yeah, he really is. Very annoying, too, running back to clear it out.
Yeah.
losing mining time and everything, and of course, Creator's getting closer to max during this,
Yeah.
and trading out the worst of his supply. Like, the Adepts are almost worthless right now.
The Banelings just melt him.
Yeah. Love the Archon in front of that base, too.
Yeah.
So you can't sloppily throw things in there.
Oh, what a catch. What a catch.
Dude, he is so precise.
Creator is playing out of his mind today.
He really is. Well, I hope this is just his new mind and we become used to this, because this is beautiful to see. I want another top Protoss.
Yeah, this has been one of the most entertaining PvC series I have seen in a very long time. Gonna trade out these Adepts now for more Lings, and in the meantime, pushing down over here into the 4th, posturing a little bit. There is no Warp Prism. There it is, actually. And oh my goodness. We actually have a commitment a little bit.
Yeah. He's trying to stop the Banes. It's not really working, but they didn't do that much damage anyways.
Yeah. For a second there, man, I thought Dark was gonna fully commit. That was looking scary.
Both of them very close to max supply. Creator has 4 base, but we don't see any probes in the 4th.
Oh, pull those back.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that was all about. Yeah, he leaves a couple just to slow it down, get the rest home. They didn't die in vain.
They'll be reborn as immortals someday. Oh, I really like this. That army is so small right now. I mean, Darky's spreading his units, that's why, but...
Okay, the Baneling's coming up, though. Oh, the Banelings, what?
They didn't get very good connections, actually, and instead the Blinkstalkers, a lot of them staying alive.
It looked like they were getting good connections, and they totally didn't. Now all the Immortals dying. Uh-oh. Is Creator starting to fall apart a little bit?
A little bit. He lost 2 Disruptors there, and they didn't really get any damage done at the same time. His Gateway arm is kind of falling apart. These Banelings are going to mop up those Zealots.
His army is really small. He lost a lot of the value that was in it.
Yeah.
We have no Archons right now. We have only 2 Disruptors. He's adding another Robo. Oh, God, that is the ultimate counter to this army.
Yeah.
Broodlords will just murderize this.
And there isn't a target on the map. There's no transition that's going to be able to clean this up. And going into his second Robo as well, if he does this and he tries to wait until max, the Broodlord counter is going to be nigh impossible to stop.
Yeah, like, Creator, he doesn't have an army that can attack now anyways. It feels like he just kind of fell apart there. Like, the engagements started to go a little bit more poorly for him. He wasn't microing quite as well.
There was so much potential in that army, too.
Yeah, it's a hard one to control, so I wonder how much of this is, like, his nerves, his mentality, that he hasn't been able to do stuff like this in so long. And here he is, and he literally was about to do it.
Fifth base getting denied here. Creator really does want to get that up right now. I mean, he's losing saturation on a lot of his bases here at 14 minutes.
Lots of Lings and Banes added in. Colossi, Disruptor.
The Colossus is smart, but it doesn't solve the problem of what's coming.
No,
the Creator
not so
Spire
much.
transition, I mean.
Yeah, it's infinitely better than Disruptors, I would say, against Broodlords. Like,
yeah,
there's nothing quite as bad against Broodlings as a Disruptor. but yeah, no, it's not exactly what you're looking for here, unfortunately. He's getting Size Storm. Look, if Dark was staying on ground, Creator is making the right moves, but that's just not the case.
The one silver lining here for Creator, although he's not aware of it quite yet, is that the gas bank for Dark is very low, so a transition into Broodlords is not going to be too overwhelming. He does have a chance if he's able to take a really, really good fight, but it's tough. And right now, I mean, this is what Dark is doing. He's trading out these units. He's making 5 more Corruptors, and eventually he's going to have that gas. I mean, his gas income is really high right now. He's operating on, I want to say, like 9 extractors.
That's quite a bit. Yeah, Dark getting kind of every single upgrade. He's ready for this transition into Ultras as well.
Ooh, nice little catch here. I mean, these Roaches, they're not quite as good, but Yeah, if he's able to keep the pressure on, I mean, we only have one Broodlord in production. There go 3. He will be able to get a 4th up as well.
Yeah, but like 3 Broodlords doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You're needing like 7, 8, 9 Broodlords.
Yeah, the gas just isn't there yet. So if there is one timing, it is this one for Creator, and he might be able to sense it right now that transition is coming. He needs a huge win in this next battle.
Yeah, he sees those brutes now. You got to be careful. If he can get rid of the Banes, he might be able to blink forward and actually snipe them.
He only has one more Disruptor shot in the bank right now. Able to snipe one of the Broodlords morphing.
He is starting to break through a little bit.
But Dark is coming through with a really big surround here.
Good Side Storms go down, but the Banelings live through them. They roll through absolutely everything, and they are going to destroy. Almost nothing left over here. There are more Stalkers at the bottom. A few Stalkers and Colossi run up into the main base of Dark, but they are not going to make it out of there alive. And not enough Stalkers down here. You see Creator kind of sitting back in his seat for a moment, realizing that he doesn't have much of a chance left.
Yeah, the Baneling connections there with that surround were just perfect. Could have been done better, and that's going to be a GG. Dark wins 3-2, but that was an incredible series. Honestly, a breakout performance from Creator. Someone who's been struggling a lot recently to go toe-to-toe with Dark and bring it to the final match, and in such convincing fashion too. I mean, there were chances on both sides. Every single game was competitive in this series. Yeah.
Fantastically played, and I really hope that this brings up the confidence of Creator. And I want to see more of him next year, especially after that match. That was phenomenal. That was some of the best Protoss versus Zerg that we've seen.
He's shown so much potential in that series.
Yeah. Awesomely done. Awesomely done. I mean, it speaks volumes that we're talking about him and he lost.
Yeah.
Right? Dark goes on to fight Rogue. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't care about that. I care about that Creator just put out the best series in years.
Yeah. All right, we're going to be going to an interview with our winner, Dark.
Wow, what a neck-and-neck match that was. In the end, Dark defeats Creator, and he moves on to the round of 8. Congratulations, Dark. Thank you. Wow, that was a fierce full-set game. So how do you feel after that victory, Dark? Well, today my condition wasn't that good. So I really didn't want to go for a macro game. And we got to see a few of that in this series. So, you know, it was a very hard-fought victory, but in the end, I'm really happy. And the opponent's playstyle was quite different from usual. So, did you notice that, Dark? Well, I can tell that he practiced a lot ahead of this match. The way he maneuvers his army around the map, and I knew that today's going to be a really hard match for me. All right, let's talk about the 2000 Atmosphere game. You destroyed the Nexus with the Corruptors, and then you were able to gain the win later. So how did you decide to go for the Corruptors? I mean, he was opting for the 2-gate Phoenix. So I felt like if I just kept getting led by his pace, I would lose. So I decided to go with the Corruptors, the counter. You know, apart from the first game, every game was hard for me. And Dark, it feels like you're quite exhausted right now. So let's move quickly with this interview. And you have won the GSL twice already. In Super Tournament, you were runner-up twice as well. So this season, what kind of mindset do you have? You know, every time it's the same mindset, I just want to win the GSL or the Super Tournament. But these days, I think the bracket is not really favorable for me. Like, there's Maru and all the strong players in my side. So, you know, in order to win, in the end, I need to defeat everyone, all the strong players. And, you know, Dark, you and Rogue go way back, and before, you lost to him as well in the online match. So anything you want to say before the round of 8? Well, every time I play against Rogue, it's always a full set match. So it's really hard. But whoever goes up, I hope it's an entertaining match. Before we wrap up this interview, I just want to ask you about one game balance. So Trap, in his prior interview, he mentioned that Zerg has a lot of strategies to utilize, while Protoss has none. So Dark, we want to hear your opinion about this. Is this just Trap stating the fact, or is he whining? He's definitely whining. I think Trap is just lacking the research. There are so many strategies Protoss can use. But you know, I do wish Protoss to get buffed because I want to transition into Protoss as well. Well, thank you for your answer, Dark. Well, we got to see fantastic games today, thanks to you, Dark, until the late night. So before you go, anything you want to say to your fans? Well, thank you all for staying until late night. I didn't think that so many people will come to the venue today. But next time I'll try to perform better, not like today. Once again, congratulations, Dark. Thank you.
All right, thank you much, Andy. What a wonderful night it has been. Yeah, I mean, if that's just night one of Super Tournament, this is going to be just an amazing one. We see Cure with a reverse sweep on ByuN, Trap with a reverse sweep on RagnaroK, Rogue smashing Keen, and Dark vs. Creator, one of the closest, nicest matches we've seen in quite some time.
Yeah, that was a really fantastic series. And I think it says a lot that in the interview, Dark said that besides game one, every map was hard for him.
Yeah.
And game one was that 35-minute sky toss for late game
too, honestly.
Like, my goodness.
Yeah. So this is our matches for Thursday, guys. Anything stick out to you there?
Honestly, I'm interested in seeing what Zaun and Ryung have in store for us. Like, Ryung is an OG. I respect him a lot.
Yeah.
In Zaun, I was practicing with this guy like 6-7 years ago, and he was always so good in practice. Everyone was always waiting for him to break out. It feels like finally in 2021 he's starting to gain some momentum. So I'm looking forward to that match.
No, I don't know how Ryung is going to fare, though, because Zaun is so strong right now.
Yeah.
So I'm like kind of thinking that might be a sweep, but we'll see. It's good to have Ryung back in a tournament. It's been a while since he's qualified, so fantastic to see. I'm really looking forward as well, like Classic.
Yeah.
I mean, Classic, come on. he is so excited to see Hero being back.
Yeah.
This is going to be a great day on Thursday for sure.
Yeah. You guys better tune in. I mean, even today we were thinking that we might have some sweeps, but this was pretty stacked.
Yeah.
These games were very competitive.
We went to 18 games. Like,
yeah.
That's legit right there, right? 12 game nights, no good. 18 game nights, very, very, very good.
Yep.
So, guys, it was fantastic. Thank you very much for watching us here tonight. State, thank you for joining me.
Yeah, first ever GSL cast.
Yeah. Yeah, no, well, you're going to have 3 more. So we're going to get through this Super Tournament, and Tasteless will be back
sometime after that.
Next year, 2022, I guess. Also, guys, we are having an audience. There's only 60 tickets available. You can see down below if you want to. You have to go to Ticket Link to purchase the tickets. And basically, yeah, if you've been vaccinated and you show your like QR code and your ID and get your temperature taken, that type of things, you can come and watch live.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's definitely a great experience. It's so nice that we finally have a live audience once again. So definitely come down and join us.
It does feel really good having an audience again.
It's been so long. Like, I'm so used to casting in front of an audience, and then, like, for 2 years I didn't do it. And I'm like, what? Like, I just sit at home alone, and then I come in and sit with Tasteless alone, and, like, that's it. And, like, that's been my life for 2 years.
Yeah. I was actually surprised at how many people we had come out here, too, because, I mean, like, it's the first Super Tournament. It's the first GSL with an audience in a very long time. I wasn't sure the word would be out.
It actually only got out yesterday, so surprising that many people already showed up. Anyways, guys, we got to go. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you on Thursday.